did maybe 3 loads of soybeans this morning. We are hauling some loads out to the ethanol plant, so I'm loading up a truck. It's a dreamy one though. Status update, continuing to load outbound trucks in the rain. It's just sprinkling right now. It's not terrible, but it's soggy. I'm cold to the bone. Avery brought me soup earlier today though. That was really nice.
And the store and stock.
Okay, it's
or
going.
antique shop.
Wow, this is painful.
Where are you both doing?
Bean day going on here on a Saturday. Got the 8010 combine running here with the 30-foot auger head. Mason was running over there, but looks like his bedding choppers, I didn't really talk to him, but just looking at it when he was unhooking the head down at the end of the field, that bedding chopper was plugged full. So I don't know, I'm sure it was not just a belt or something. I'm guessing a bearing went out or something weird, because it was plugged full. So when we were doing the maintenance on the combine not this spring, but before we started harvesting, I saw the belt for the bedding chopper was skipped over a rib. So I'm wondering if one of the bearings on that tensioner or something went out and it kind of got it running sideways once. But I don't know. We'll see what he says when he gets back. But for now, I'm the lone combine out in the field, hammering away. Beans are running decent for the weather we've had. So yeah, no cart driver, one truck driver. So I'm old school on it at the end of the field, just dumping on the grain cart, and then the truck shows up and fills himself. So, seems to be working for now. This is the head we got going. We got a case head on it, just like our corn heads are red. Got the ag leader monitor and then the little New Holland one for the auto steer. So head floats on its own. Seems to be doing a pretty good job. So I see I got one section missing right in the center there. It's once in a while it's leaving like a little, once in a while it leaves one stand. So I don't have one in the cab. So I just slowed down a little bit. It seems to be doing a little bit better of a job. But 80% engine load. I can push it up to 100, but I feel like that's when things are going to go wrong. So, yep. There's the spare truck, because we thought we'd need it when Mason was here. We thought the one wouldn't keep up, but grain cart's over there, Dad's service truck, fuel barrel, and that's Mason's head sitting there. If I knew how long he would be down for, I would go hook up to that, but I don't think that this combine will pick that 45-foot head up, so I'm stuck with the 30-foot unit, which is fine. Gets the job done. Oh, also listening to the Badgers beat up on Rutgers, so well, hopefully they finish that. Well, Mason ended up being broke down for the day with his bedding chopper like I thought. There's the evidence of it. So he ended up, you don't need the bedding chopper for corn, so he took a crew and switched back to corn, which is fine. It all has to get done, but I'm still out here plucking away at these beans. I ended up blowing a belt. Here's a good video of his issue. That's what happens when the bedding chopper breaks. Plugs the back of the combine up a big pile. You had to dig that out. Like I said, I ended up blowing a belt a little while ago for my elevator. It runs a few things. It's the belt on the left side of the combine that runs the shaft, one of the shafts that goes across the top of the rotors to run some stuff on the right side of the combine. So blew that belt. I ended up plugging up a little bit too, not too bad. We got the slug wrench out, the good fun slug wrench. And the good fun slug wrench out, and Dad and I got that dug out. Now I'm back to plucking away here. I would put the big draper head on this combine, but Mason, I think he tried to for wheat, and this one won't lift that head for some reason. I don't know if the cylinders are smaller on this machine, or the pressures aren't set high enough or something, but it wouldn't lift up that head. So I'm sure there's a way to do it, whether it's different cylinders or if there's a setting in the machine that can push a little bit more fluid to the cylinders. But this head's working just fine. It's dry enough. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I just drive a little faster with the 30-foot head and get the same amount done. I mean, the motor's working at 100%. It's working at 100%. The machine's loaded, so it don't really matter. It just ends up more trips back and forth, that's all. But I got some there's a ditch right over there. I don't know if you can see it or not. There you go. That I'm kind of in the lower ground in the field to the heavier soils, and those beans are a little greener. So I just got done with those, and here's a little evidence of my my fun there. A little pile of beans from the elevator, and same thing, another pile there. But yeah, so I got the lower ground done before the sun goes down. Then I've got the old freight shaker almost full, and we missed it already, but they brought me the little grain cart instead of the blue one. We got a little 750 bushel cart that we keep around for a spare. They brought me that one to fill tonight, and then I got my black Kenworth over there to fill also. So I got the white one almost full. I got to fill the black one there, and then there's the little cart. Yeah, I guess I got to get over too. That's where I broke down. I forgot. Don't really matter. I can make a pass and turn around. That's the nice thing about the auto steer going. I'm running on this auto steer, but as you can see, when we get a little closer, I quit right there. But all I got to do is I can cut right up the middle of this and then turn around and take that pass back, and it'll be just fine. So that's what I got going. I don't know what it's averaging. Right here, it's right at the beginning, that yield goes super high and then it kind of settles in. I think it's averaging about 60 bushel an acre, which I don't know, some people claim higher. That seems to be a pretty good number for us, so something we're happy with. But yeah, got her feeding in here. See if I can zoom out. Yeah, so I'll just leave that pass there, and there we go. Come back on that one. This is Mason's line over here. So that's kind of why I was working up there, and I got a little bit more up there because I thought that maybe he would come back and get back on his same auto steer line. That way I didn't mess him up, but it's looking like I'm going to end up finishing these beans, so don't matter anyway. I got a little bit right there, obviously what's in front of me, and there's like a few passes over there that I didn't do yet. And then there's that field, there's one behind me, so I got plenty to do, but definitely won't get it all done tonight. Get the trucks full, see what time it is, Saturday night. I also ended up getting that, obviously you can't see it now, but that center guard fixed when I went back to the farm and got the belt. I grabbed one of that, I had a used one sitting there. So that one's an odd one down there. The middle one is different than the rest of them because it's kind of hard to explain, but this head drives from both ends. So there's obviously a PTO shaft spinning right there that drives half the sickle, and then there's a PTO right there that drives this half, and they lay on top of each other. It's hard to explain with one hand, but they lay on top of each other in the middle and just kind of slide together. So yeah, that's why that guard in the middle is different. Starting to work on the other truck, the black one here, and don't mind the little corn that I had to dump out of the hopper just so we didn't get any corn in our bean bin. Deer gotta eat too. That makes the guys who hunt a little happier when I do something like that. Well, I got the semis filled up, got the grain cart filled up, got my tank pretty much full. You know, I had to stop real quick, and that's why it's saying it's full. But I don't know if you can see that down there. That's a chain hanging out of my head in a big wad right in the center. So now all the neighbors can drive by and say, "Yup, he went too late."